Hey everybody, it's Jen. I'm gonna do a get ready with me today. I'm going out with my friends to a bar later, and yeah, this needs to happen. So I'm just gonna do whatever, and I'll just, I guess, think of it as I go through it. I don't know. There's zero plan here. I'm just really looking forward to going out tonight. So I already have my eye makeup on, and that's been on since like 7 o'clock this morning. So it's jacked, but I don't even care. It's totally fine. I just want to do a little bit of makeup on my face. I don't feel like washing off my eye makeup and starting again, so I kind of reapplied it, but it just looks like a mess. But oh well, it's fine enough, and I added eyelashes, so it's good. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to use my primer, and this is the MAC primer in Natural Radiance. It's a Prep and Prime primer in Natural Radiance. Radiant Pink is the color. It has a pink dot on top, and I love this. I swear by this, and I'm almost out, so I picked one up recently. And I apply it to the back of my hand, and then I use this large stipple brush from e.l.f. to apply it all over my face. I'm going to do that now. So I'm just going to apply that to the stipple brush and then press it on my face and blend that out. And I want to use a bit more than I normally do because I'm going to be dancing and stuff, and I need the extra stick, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to be sweating and dancing and things, so I need that extra stickify for my makeup so it doesn't move around as much. Alrighty, yeah, so that's that. Nothing too exciting about primers. I just love this so much. I think it's like the best primer I've ever used. It doesn't have that like silicone feeling to it, so it doesn't slide all over my face. And being an oily skin girl, I do not like silicone stuff in my makeup. I don't like that silicone feeling at all whatsoever. Not that I'm against trying. I would absolutely try new products and stuff like that, because I may find something that works amazing that does have silicone in it, but just from what I have worked with in the past, this is like the bomb. I love it so much, and nothing has taken over that in its place. So we'll see. I'm sure there's, you know, I'll try many things in future. I have been wanting to try the mattifying Makeup Forever primer, and I've really been wanting to try that, but I don't think you get a whole lot of product in there, but I don't really need that much anyways, so you never know, I might try it out. I want to do my foundation next. So I'm going to use a sample that I got because my skin is a little bit darker than it normally is in the summer. It's actually faded a bit, but my chest area and my arms are a little darker than my face because I just exfoliated. So it picked up a bunch of the dead skin and stuff. And so I'm going to use Match Master in 5.0. I usually just go to a 4.0. That's like the darkest I normally get. But I'm at 5.0 right now. It looks a little orangey though, so it's kind of scary. But it works. It actually is a really nice color. And I don't put that much on, so it doesn't look hideous. And then the powder that I put over top of it blends it out really nicely. Like, it does make it look smooth and not orange. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a stick. I buy these wooden sticks usually from the dollar store. The one I'm using now is from Sally's, and it's for like waxing sticks. But oh my gosh, these ones are hideous. They're like really cheaply made and practically broken. It's like the worst wood you could possibly use for this kind of purpose, and not impressed at all with the quality. So I use them to pull my makeup, like my foundations, out of the sample jars, and then I just put it on the back of my hand. I am pretty yellow based, so this one looks a little more reddish than orange. It's a little on the neutral side, but I find that as I tan, I get a little even more yellow. I don't know. But anyways, I'm going to use my Sedona Lace, my number 480 brush, and I love Sedona Lace brushes. This is the round top kabuki, by the way. I'm going to apply this. I'm going to push it onto the brush, and then I'm going to dab this all over my face. So this is the 5.0 on my face, and as you can see, it matches pretty nicely. I didn't put as much on as I normally would, I guess, because I don't really like to put a whole lot of face makeup on, like cream products, when I'm going to go out and dance or something. So yeah, now what I want to do is concealer, and I'm not going to contour. I'm just going to basically put my face one shade and then maybe bronze a little bit. I'll contour like a small amount, but it'll mostly be bronzy, I think. And the next thing I'm going to use is my NW25 concealer, and this is the Pro Longwear concealer, which again I put in sample jars. I do have the full size of NW25 and NW20. But I like to keep them, if you guys are familiar with my channel, you know I like to keep them in these sample jars. And I am going to be using a Sedona Lace 224 brush, which is like a pointed, large, it's like a medium sized brush actually. And I'm basically just going to dab that under my eye and try to clean up that area and make it look nice and flat.
And then I always use my ring finger, and I just kind of blend that out along the bottom part of my eye.
Because I want that to be clean, and I want to get rid of any like harsh lines. I don't want to have like a strip across here. I just want to blend it in. So I'm basically just taking my ring finger and like pressing it around so that it blends it out a bit. And you can use a blending, like a sponge or anything like that. You can use a brush, whatever you like. I just like using my finger because it gets the product nice and warm. And as you can see, it looks really nice and clean. So if you look at this eye and you look at this eye, it's just a mess. And this one looks pretty nice. So I enjoy using my finger. It's a free tool. And then whatever excess is on here, I'm just going to dab it over little areas of my face that I want to conceal. The only problem with this is that I find even though I do my powder to set this, I still find that when I contour, wherever I place my concealer, it picks it up and it kind of gunks it in the spot. So I'm worried about this area because I do have a sunspot there, and I can conceal it with the concealer and the foundation, but when I put my contour on, not my face powder but my contour, just kind of collects there. So I may be pressing too hard, or I gotta still work that out, but I usually don't conceal on my face. I don't know, I gotta figure something out anyway. And then the remainder I just put around my lips. And that is pretty much it for cream products. Now that I have zero dimension to my face, I'm going to get setting this all so it gets even flatter, and then we're going to start putting bronzer and stuff on. So the powder that I'm going to use is my Nearly Naked Revlon powder, and this is in 020 Pale Light, or I guess it's just light. Pale, I guess, would be French. So I'll use that. I don't have too much left, and it's a little bit lighter than what I'm used to for my skin shade right now. But it really blends everything out nicely. And I also want to set under my eyes with an eyeshadow, which is kind of strange, but I'm trying to use it up. It's in my Kat Von D Star Studded palette, and it is in the shade Mauve. And it's a really, really nice shade, but I'm using another shade right now, sort of to transition, and so this shade I just want to use for underneath my eyes a bit. And because it's a tiny bit lighter, it'll be like a nice little contour as well. It's like a cream, like a deeper cream shade. It's really pretty. And surprisingly, it sets nicely. I've only used it once to set, and I actually really enjoyed it. And I'm using the e.l.f. Angled Contour Brush, and the reason I'm using this is because It fits really nicely under the eye, and yeah, it's the perfect angle for doing that part of your face. And it fits great in the eyeshadow area because they're just such small little rectangles that I don't want to hit. The black is above it and like a shimmery brown is below it, and I don't want to get that on my face all over the place, which I have done already, so that's why I use this brush. So that is basically the eyeshadow setting underneath my eyes, which I really enjoy. I think that looks pretty nice. I mean, I'm getting older, so you're going to be able to see like lines and crow's feet and blah, blah, blah as I get older, obviously. But I feel like even though I have a little bit of bag and stuff like that, that it just makes it look nice and smooth. So kind of what I'm going for. So I'll just continue with that. And then I'm going to go over the rest of my face with the foundation powder. I should really pin my hair back, but I don't want to get kinks in my hair because I don't want to straighten it later. So sorry about that.
Choking on the powder. Holy moly.
So I'm going to be bronzing my face now, which is like amazing. I am in love with the product that I'm going to use in 2 seconds. But I think it deserves a special introduction because it's just that awesome. I don't know if it's available anymore. I should check that out because honestly, if I can recommend you one bronzer of life, it would be this one. And it is just the bee's knees, like amazing. Love it so much. It is large and in charge, so there's tons of product in here, and I've had mine for probably 3-4 years. And I rarely use it because it's special to me. I don't know why I barely use it. I should just use all of it up because it's awesome and I don't want it to get old. But it is the Lise Watier bronzer, and it is called All Over Baked Bronzer in Havana. And there is 20 grams of product in here, and it looks like that. That is beautiful. It is just so like super stunning. It doesn't look like very much, but oh my gosh, when you have it on your face, like I am gonna tell you, you will not be more, oh my gosh, I dropped stuff. You would literally not be happy with any bronzer you would put on your face after using this one. I'm telling you, it's amazing. So I'm gonna use a Sigma Large Powder F20 brush and this. And I'm basically just going to coat the brush with the product, and I'm going to put it everywhere. Oh, I love it so much. It's literally like a baby glowing highlighter, but bronzing highlighter. It's just so glowing. I love it so much. Like it makes me feel like I've been at the beach all day. I love it so much. I don't want to overcake it because I will be putting a few other things on. I do want to use a highlighter that I got recently, one of the many. I also want to use a bit of matte bronzer or contour. I'm not really sure what I'm going to go with yet, but anyways, if you can get your hands on this, I highly recommend it. It's beautiful and you would not be disappointed. I'm telling you, you will never be disappointed with this product. The next item I'm using I haven't used yet. It is the Wet n Wild highlighter, and this is from the Center Stage collection, and it's called Rose Golden Goddess. And I think this will go very nicely with a bronzed look. So I'm going to put that kind of in the high points of my face. But first I'm going to take that on, let's see. Sigma tapered highlighter brush F35. This is what I use for all my highlighting, like any highlighter products. I use this brush, unless it's cream, of course. So I've never used it. I don't know what it's going to look like, but I'm going to go full force for it. So I'm going to get that on the brush and just hit the top points of my face, and I'm loving it already. Oh my gosh. I love it. I love it already. Now I want to look like a glow stick basically tonight. It's usually dark in a bar anyway, so, and I really, I just want to cake makeup on my face. Powder anyways, not really like cream or anything. And then I'm going to put that on the tip of my nose, even though I'm going to look like a sweaty mess in probably a few hours. But yeah, I want to put that on my nose. And I love how, like, I literally look like I just came in from outside. Like, I love it. I love it so much. I'm obsessed. For those of you who know, like, when I do my makeup and watch my tutorials, I am obsessed with lip contouring and highlighting. So I'm going to overload on the upper lip right now. And then I'm going to take my ring finger and go into the product and kind of layer it right over the Cupid's bow. And I know this is excessive for some, but I love it. I'm really, really enjoying this. All of these products together. I love it. I love it. I love it.
If you guys have like a couple of products that you put all over your face that you love together, like a foundation, a powder, a blush, highlighter, whatever, if you have some products that you love grouping together, it's like your style, your look, I want to hear about that because I'm always interested in pairing different things together, and I'm always interested in hearing what other people's favorite items are. I love favorites videos, by the way, but staple items, like if you have a look that's like your go-to look that you cannot wait to put those things together, I want to hear about it. So please share that with me in the comments line.
So basically I want to contour just a couple of spots on my face right now. I don't want it to be crazy contoured because I like the whole bronzy glow right now. I don't want to change that aspect. I want to just be a bronzy glow right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to contour my lip, like underneath the bottom part of my lip, because you can see my top lip is extremely tiny and my bottom lip is a little fuller, but I want to make sure that I can make it more full. So I'm just going to take a bronzer out of the Kat Von D Shade Light palette, which is, oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. And I'm going to put that right underneath my bottom lip. And I don't want to go all the way across because I want the fullness to be closer to the center. So I'm just going to focus it there. I also don't want to make it look like I have a turd on my face.
Sorry, I know that was too much.
I don't want to make it look I don't want to make it look like I have something ewy on my face. So I just want to keep it very subtle and, like, you know, you go like this, it doesn't look like much, but as soon as your lip covers and it gives a bit of a shade, you just want that. You don't want the brown around your mouth, basically. And that brush, sorry, I didn't even say, was e.l.f. eyeshadow C brush. I don't use this for eyeshadow. I use that for contouring because it's just amazing for contouring, actually. And now I'm going to use their little contour brush. It's a very small detailed contour brush, and I used to use this for my outer corner brush, but then I found the 407 brush from Sedona Lace, which is amazing, and I definitely recommend that brush. But this one I do recommend for contouring your face. So I'm going to take just a bit of powder and do the sides of my nose just a little. It's scary because I have a very large nose and I do not want to mess this up. Crazy freckles, and they're not crazy in the sense that they're totally obvious, but down the center of my nose I have freckles, and so I can see them and I can see like spots of them. And although I think freckles are so cute, when you want your skin to look flawless, the last thing you want, especially just down your nose, are a bunch of freckles, because I've covered them all up here and I totally forgot to put concealer down the center of my nose, and I'm not about to do it over powder now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna blend out the sides of those, of the contour powder, so that's a little bit nicer. And I'm gonna go in with some of the lighter powder, which I used, sorry guys, I used this, the darkest bronzer or contour powder in the shade light palette, which is called Sombre or Somber. And I'm also using Lucid because right now I'm a bit darker, so I can use these shades pretty lightly. And yeah, that's doing nothing for down the center of my nose. So my freckles are just gonna have to stay, which is totally fine. They're cute. I don't mind freckles. I actually think freckles are pretty sweet. Props to freckles. So I do want to do a little bit of contouring on my face, and I'm going to use my Sunny Bronzer from NYC, which is amazing. I love it. It's so inexpensive and it's pretty amazing. I love it. I think I've said that already. So yeah, it's awesome. I really do like this powder. And so I'm going to take my very large brush. It's an angled brush, 602 from Sedona Lace, of course. I love my Sedona Lace brushes. And I'm just going to pull that down the sides of my face. Nothing too drastic. I don't want it to like take up the whole look. I just want it to be, you know, a little bit of that. And what I like about this bronzer is that currently it's not a lot darker than my skin tone. So especially with the other bronzer on my face, which really helps dilute the harshness. And so when you contour the sides of your cheekbones, or the bottom part of the cylinder of your cheekbone, it makes it look a lot more natural. Now you can kind of see where things are on my face. As you can see, it looks like, and pardon the fingers, I'll use these ones. It looks a little glowy here. From the highlighter, it went, I think, a little low. So I'm just going to buff that out a little bit, just with my powder brush. And also, the bronzer has a little bit of shimmer in it, so it kind of, you know, shows all of the angles and shapes of my face, because the reflection hits everything when there's that much glow on your face. So just so you know, as you start maturing, ladies and gentlemen who are wearing makeup, when you get older, you're going to see a lot more wrinkles when you use highlighters and products that have shimmer in them. So try and use them as much as you can now, and then when you start aging, go to matte, because So I think the next thing I want to do is blush. I'm thinking about just doing like a more natural color, because I really do like the whole sun-kissed natural kind of thing going on. And I think I'm going to use my Physicians Formula blush in natural, because it does have some peachy tones, it does have some pink tones, etc. So, oh, and a little bit of like rose tones to it. So I think I'm going to do that. And I can just focus it on the center part of the back part of my cheekbones. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So taking a powder brush F10 from Sigma, I did want to use my Sedona Lace, but I grabbed the wrong one. Anyways, I'm just going to kick up a bunch of product on here. And as you can see, there's a lot. So tap off the excess and then just plow that on. And I do really like these blushes. I think they're beautiful. So it's kind of pinky, it's kind of fun, but it still looks like a natural flush, which I like. Sorry I keep looking in the viewfinder. I just want to see how the whole thing flows. Yeah, I am liking this a lot. I'm not going to be putting mascara or anything underneath my eyes. I just want to keep a pretty fresh face, a very like sun-kissed face. But now I want to do lipstick. So the lip liner that I'm going to use, I think, will be Natural from Boutique. I think I'm going to try this. I'm not sure if it will subdue my face. I kind of wanted to go nude, and now I'm thinking I kind of want to go like a little more coral, but I don't know. I think I'm going to stick with nude. Let's just try nude first. So I'm going to go in with Natural from Boutique. Let's try Fresh Brew over top. I'm kind of liking that taupey now. I kind of like the taupey lip. I think I like the taupey lip. It kind of blends in with the rest of my skin though, but I'm gonna rock the taupey lip. So taupe it is. So that is everything, you guys. I'm pretty much ready to go. I just have one more thing to do, and that is to spray my face with Urban Decay setting spray in, let's see, the All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. So let's do this. Alright, so that's it. That's the last step. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did not, you can hit the dislike button, but I would prefer you have just clicked off a long time ago. That would have been better. Anyways, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And thank you so much for watching. I can't thank you enough for your support. I know these can be a little lengthy and a little blah, but I always have a great time doing them for you, and I really want to do things you enjoy. So give me some feedback. Let me know what you think. Let me know if there's a product that I have that you guys want to see, because I would love to do some videos like that for you. And I have not been doing too many videos lately, so that would be great. But thank you again so much for watching, and I will see you guys again next time. Bye.